What's up, everybody? This is the MMA Pocket. Just going to do a quick rundown of UFC 257 tonight, Return of the Mac. Really good card, actually. Some really good matchups on this one. I'll start with the prelims because obviously there's quite a few fights to get through. So I'll do a video for the prelims and then I'll do another video for the main card. So getting us started tonight, a flyweight matchup between the Swede Amir Albazi and the Kazakhstan native Zalgas Zumagulov. Albazi, 13-1 record, really good grappler. UFC debut last year, he fought Malcolm Gordon, beat him by triangle, I think. Zumagulov, the Kazakh, he actually lost his debut by decision, I think. Both really good grapplers, like I said. Should be a close fight. Expect a lot of grappling exchanges, takedown attempts, etc. Next up, featherweight division, we've got UFC vet Nick Lentz versus Movsar Evloev. Lentz was actually supposed to be fighting the Brit Mike Grundy, but I think one of his training partners or his coaches or something got struck down with the old COVID, so Grundy was out of that fight, but he's replaced by the really exciting prospect Evloev, who is 13-0 currently, and yeah, really looking like a one to watch for the UFC. Lentz has been sidelined for about a year with an eye injury. Expect lots of wrestling from him, lots of grappling exchanges and takedown attempts. Yeah, it should be a good one, that, definitely. Light heavyweight, we got the return of Khalil Roundtree. He's taken on Marcin Prechino. Roundtree's not fought in over a year, not been very active at all. When he has been active, he's been very inconsistent in the UFC, really. I think he's a 4-4 now. He really needs to take his chance tonight against Prechino, who needs a win, actually. I mean, I'm amazed this fella's still in the UFC. He's been knocked out 3 times in a row, but they must see something in him. He did have a very impressive record before coming to the UFC, but usually, you know, it's 3 and you're out. But this is definitely his last chance. If he doesn't get a win here, he's gone. Next up, the women, bantamweight division. Juliana Pena returning, taking on the experienced Sarah McMahon. This is only Pena's 8th fight, would you believe, since she signed for the UFC in 2013. She did fight last year, bit of a shock submission loss to the well-known striker Jermaine de Randamie, but she actually subbed Pena out. Sarah McMahon's also been a bit inactive over the last few years. You know, one fight every couple of years or so. She dominated in her last fight, though, against Lena Landsberg. Really was a wrestling clinic. She just kept her on the mat, ground and pound, you know, transitions. It was all there. They've both had time off in the recent past to have children, so you know, they're both looking to make a stamp and just show that they're back, I think. Very strong wrestling base from McMahon, great striking from Pena, good takedown defense. Definitely an interesting fight, that one. What we got next? Middleweight next. Brad Tavares, he's been around for a while now, versus Antonio Carlos Jr., the Brazilian. Brad Tavares hasn't won a fight in about 3 years. Both of these guys are coming into this one off of 2, you know, back-to-back losses. Obviously, Carlos Jr. is a world-class Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner, displayed it in his fight so far. But Tavares is the wily vet in this one, you know. Will his experience see him through? Will he be able to stuff the takedowns and counter-strike? You know, we'll see. Right, next up, this one has got a story behind it, folks. This is this is mental, this. It's now Arman Sarukian, I think I said that right, versus Matt Frivola. Now, Frivola was actually supposed to be fighting Ottoman Azaitor. However, you may have seen, it's been all over social media and that recently, all the MMA outlets. Azaitar has actually been kicked out of the UFC and kicked off of Fight Island for breaching the COVID rules. I don't exactly know what happened or how he did this, but apparently it's something to do with he cut off the the wristbands that they get on Fight Island, and managed to give them to someone else, a different party, other people outside of his bubble. And one of these fellas actually like traversed balconies and climbed into a balcony into Zaitar's room with a bag of some sort. I don't know what was in the bag. But he got caught with CCTV doing it, the Muppet. So, yeah, you know, he was kicked out of the fight, kicked off Fight Island, and that's his UFC career done and dusted. I mean, what a numpty. But as Sarukian was actually supposed to be fighting Nasrat Hakparast, but he was actually forced out of the fight due to illness. I don't know whether that was COVID related or not. But I mean, the UFC offered Frivola his show money and the win money, but instead of taking that and sticking his feet up with a pina colada, he's actually agreed on probably about 20 hours notice to fight Sarukian, who is a killer, by the way, an absolute killer. But he did miss weight. So I mean, you know, it's just, what a crazy story. I mean, why would you throw that opportunity away? But anyway, so now it's Arman Sarukian versus Matt Frivola, which should be really, really good fight, that one. As I said, Sarukian's striking's really, really nice to watch, really clean, really crisp. Frivola, wrestling background, you know, good with his hands also. Tough to pick a winner out of that one. But I mean, you'd have to lean with Sarukian, really, even though he did miss weight. You know, is he going to be bigger? Is that going to have weakened him in some way? Who knows? But yeah, that's the prelims covered, everyone. So thank you for watching. Make sure you tune into my next video, which I'll be just breaking down quickly. Like I say, these videos are just a quick, brief rundown, just so you sort of know what you're in for, what the fights are. It's not a detailed breakdown of every fight. But yeah, thanks for watching. Look out for my next video. Peace.